Subscribe the channel and ring the bell.
Hello friends. Hello friends, once again welcome back to the channel Nursing Medicos. We are discussing DHA AMOS hard prometric exam questions. This is part 2 about respiratory systems. Part 1 already we discuss. I will give link below the video so that you can watch there. So I will start question number 21. A nurse caring for a patient with acute pulmonary edema observed that patient's cough produce white fourth and that the patient is extremely dyspanic. The patient has inspiratory and expiratory wheezing on auscultation of the lungs. The immediate objective of treatment is to option is A, improve oxygenation, B, decrease anxiety, improve tissue perfusion, decrease risk of aspiration. So our answer will be we have to improve oxygen. Second one, 22. While performing an assessment on a post surgical patient 2 days after surgery, the nurse notes slow and rapid respiration. What should the nurse do next? A. Option is A. Assess the patient from pain. B. Obtain an order from supplemental oxygen. C. Evaluate the head of the bed. And option is D. Place the warm blanket on the patient. So our answer will be C. We have to evaluate the head of the bed. Next question is the nurse is caring for child admitted with viral pneumonia. Which of the following nursing diagnosis should receive priority? So our option is A, nutritional altered less than body requirement, B, ineffective airway clearance, C, fluid volume deficit, and D, risk for injury. So our answer will be ineffective airway clearance. Next one, 24. The nurse is receive an order to obtain an arterial blood gas ABG specimen on a patient. The nurse will use the radial artery to obtain the specimen. Which of the following will be the nurse assess before puncturing the radial artery? So before puncturing the radial artery, what we have to do? Option is A, Allen test, B, partial pressure of arterial oxygen, B, partial carbon CO2, and option is D, prothrombin time PT. So what we will do? We have to do first Allen test before puncturing the radial artery. Question number next, 25th. A patient with pneumonia has a temperature 40 degree, 104 in Fahrenheit. The heart rate is 20 beats per minute. Respiration rate is 32 breath per minute. And dyspnea patient has an ineffective air clearance lead to excessive tracheobronchial secretion. Which of the following interventions would the nurse implement to enhance the patient airway clearance? So what we have to do? Option A is we have to give oxygen as order. Option B is maintain a comfortable position. Option C is increase fluid intake. Option D, we have to give analgesics. So our answer is we have to increase the fluid intake. Okay, next one is question number 26. When a child is brought to the emergency department with the acute epiglottitis, which of the following nursing diagnosis should receive priority? A. Ineffective airway clearance. B. Active intolerance, fluid volume deficient, impaired verbal communication. So according to that, our answer will be A, ineffective airway clearance. That is very important. System wise we are discussing one by one. These all are only respiratory systems. Then question number 27. A patient with pneumonia is having ineffective airway clearance related to presence of thick secretion. Patient with thick secretion secondary to the infection. Oxygen saturation, what is the patient oxygen saturation is 89% on room air. Which of the following nursing intervention take priority? So A, deliver oxygen with humidity. B, increase fluid intake. C, assist patient into position of comfortable position. We have to give. Option D is we have to observe. So sputum for order and color. So according to that, answer is option A, deliver oxygen with humidity. Question number 28. During the immediate post-operative, the next one is 28. During the immediate post-operative period, a patient develops an oxygen saturation level that is 91%. The nurse should option A, position the patient on left side. B, we have to give oxygen. C, continue to provide supportive care. And D, lower the temperature of the room. So answer is B, we have to give supplement oxygen. Then next one is question number 29. A patient present to the emergency department with difficulty breathing. The patient parents report that patient has a history of bronchial asthma and has recently had a upper respiratory tract infection. Upon auscultation, the nurse decreased the burst sound in the left lower lungs field. The nurse should next assess the child. Option A is oral temperature, O2 saturation, apical pulse, level of comfort. So answer is we have to do oxygen saturation. The next one is a patient with pulmonary emboli complains of pain, dyspnea, and fear of dying. Which of the following interventions would most likely help to reduce the patient anxiety level? Option A is we have to give as per oxygen. B, give pain medication as order. C, observe closely of sign of pain and discomfort and listen to the patient concern. So we option is D is right. Okay. 31. A nurse is caring for a patient who has a chest tube inserted and connected to water seal drainage. The nurse determines that drainage system is functioning correctly when which of the following is observed? Option A, continuous bubbling in the water seal chamber. B, fluctuation in the water seal chamber. Option C, suction tube attached to the wall unit. D, vesicular birth sound throughout the lungs field. So our answer will be B. There is fluctuation in the water seal drainage system. And we will move to next question 32. A patient who underwent head surgery requiring general anesthesia present to the post anesthesia care unit after extubation. The nurse should first assess. We have to what to do. A, circulatory status. B, wound status, respiratory status, and hydration. So what we have to do? Respiratory status. Next one is 33. Prior to give of an albuterol nebulization, the nurse should have the patient assume what position? Which position we have to do? A. Sitting and leaning forward. B. Feet evaluated above the level of the heart. C. High Paulus position. D. Standing position. So we have to give high Paulus position. Okay, next one is 34. A 32-year-old female comes in for evaluation 14 days after an uncomplicated cesarean section. The patient is very anxious and complaining of sharp, stabbing pain in her chest. The patient has dyspnea, tachycardia, and hypoxemia. Which of the following post-operative complication is likely? Our option is A. Pulmonary embolism, B. Atelectasis, C. Pneumonia, and D is expiration. So option is B, right. Okay, next is 35. A conscious victim of motor vehicle accident arrives at the emergency department. The patient, gasping of air, is extremely anxious and has a deviated trachea. What diagnosis should the nurse anticipate? What will be diagnosis our? A. This is A, option A is pleural effusion. B. Tension pneumothorax. B. Pneumothorax and hemothorax. So answer is tension pneumothorax. Okay, question number 36. A patient with COPD complains of a frequent coughing, bilateral wheezing in the auscultation in the lungs. The nurse give albuterol nebulizer treatment as order as and educate the patient on way to decrease exacerbation. Which of the following action indicate that patient understand the instruction? Option A is a patient reduced number of cigarette smoker per day. B. Patient requested a pneumococcal vaccines. C. Patient increased sodium or potassium intake. Option D is a patent excessive whenever expressing shortness of breath. So option A, the right answer. Okay. Then question number 37. A child with asthma has an odor of albuterol. Prior to give this medication, the nurse must A. Pre-oxygenate the patient, assess the patient heart rate, obtain venous access, and option D is feed the patient snacks. So before giving this, we have to assess the patient heart rate. Okay, question number next 38. A nurse is caring for a patient who is 6 hour post left lobectomy. On assessment, the nurse observed that patient has become very restlessness and nail bed are blue. The vital signs: tachycardia, tachypnea, blood pressure is rising. Which of the following complication is most likely? Option A, pneumonia. B, hypoxia. C, post-operative bleeding. And option D is bronchopleural fistula. So our answer will be hypoxia. Question number 39. A nurse is caring for a patient who had pneumectomy 2 days ago for lung cancer. Which observation would indicate that the patient is progressing towards discharge goals? Option A, cough productive of serous fluid. B, +1 edema. C. Nap after completing bed bath. And option D is frequent premature ventricular contraction, PVC. Answer is C is right. Okay, question number 40. A patient is scheduled for a pneumectomy in the morning. Which of the following diagnosis is the most likely indicated for this type of surgery? So for that, A. Lungs carcinoma, B. Pulmonary tuberculosis, C. Beginning pulmonary nodules, mediastinal shaped. So for that answer is A. Lungs carcinoma. Okay friends, so remaining next part we will discuss in next video. So those are new, please subscribe the YouTube channel so that you can get my all video notification in next upcoming videos. So thank you so much, goodbye.